I do believe it's high time to finally check the valve clearance on my 82 BMW 320i E21 here. So first things first, I need to disconnect a couple things and then undo these 7, it looked to me like 10s right off the bat, 10 millimeters. So let's get started on that. This is the first time I've had the valve cover off of this engine, so this is seriously the kind of first reaction of this. Let's take a look at this chain. That's really the most important thing. Hard to tell in here, but it doesn't look loose, or too loose, I should say. Now I need to grab a wrench, an appropriate wrench here, to spin the engine over and get, I believe, number 1 cylinder at top dead center, and check intake and exhaust valve lash. And I believe what I just looked up, it's, what is it, 0.02 or something like that of an inch, something like that. So let's let me find that wrench and let's get going here. To make it just a little bit easier to turn over, I'm gonna unplug these spark plug wires and take out the spark plugs. I swear I went through all these different sockets trying to figure out what size these stupid spark plugs were, and none of them were working. Finally found this big 13 16 socket, and it worked perfectly. I guess I fully forgot what it took. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's nice, Colin, good job. They are quite black. Kind of what I expected with how the car is running, but that can be adjusted, that can be worked on. So I got those out. Now it's time to rotate the engine, get the cylinder 1 at top dead center, and start checking the valves. So I've already checked these a little bit. Listen to this. That's your clearance, and I know for a fact that this one's a little too large. This is a spec 0.2 millimeters for both intake and exhaust. This is the intake, and it slides right in. And I've already tested this, but I'm gonna do it again here. I'm gonna go to 0.23 millimeters. That slides in. A little bit more drag on it, but it does go in. Now 0.25. I'm able to get that in with a good bit of drag. So it's close. I would say it's about 0.23, 0.24, something like that. So I'm gonna adjust this. I believe this is a 10. You need like a little pick or a tiny little Allen on the top of this rocker arm to adjust it. So this is the best angle I can get here with my GoPro, but got the 10 on here and a little Allen key in here. So I'm gonna loosen this first. Wow, it's pretty on there. There we go. That thing was super tight. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I got that loose. So I need to get my feeler gauge back to 0.2 millimeters. I'll put it right under there. Now, I believe I would rotate it. I'm not sure which way is tighter. Oh, this way. Definitely that way. Goes in, a little bit of drag. I want it just slightly tighter. Man, I can't get it. I have to get my pick. While holding that as tight in place as you can. Okay. Let's check it. Okay, 0.20 goes in. Some drag. I definitely recommend, I need to get some myself, the ones that are angled, these feeler gauges, because it gives a false sense of drag when you're trying to just get it in there. And now 0.23 I cannot get in. So I'm gonna call that good there. Nice, good and tight. Let's move on to the next one. I'll probably put this on time lapse. Finished checking all the valves, and honestly, I could have been just fine not adjusting them. I don't care for this way of adjustment. It's a little tricky to get this little piece just right, especially with the feeler gauges I had. It just, man, it was tricky, but everything was honestly pretty much in spec. I adjusted a couple because the 0.23 millimeter would go through it. But that's about it. So if anything, it was just slightly out. So I think we're good there. Next thing I need to check is compression, and I'll see if I can get that on camera or not. I got my compression tester hooked up to #1 cylinder there. Thankfully it was the right fitting. So got all the spark plugs out, of course. Let's turn over a couple times and then we'll see what we get here. Maybe I can place the GoPro in a better spot. All right, so it is leaking down. Maybe this isn't tight enough in there, I don't know. But it was at about 160 and now it's leaking down. All right, well, that's a good reference point. And cylinder number 2. That looks like 160 again. And it's slowly going down like the other one.